We got to make sure we don't get deceived. You can be in a Christian family and not know the Lord. You know them by their fruits, not the family they're in. We're supposed to have good fruits unto God. Listen, Jesus said in Matthew 16, if any man come after me, let him first deny himself. Second, pick up his cross. Third, follow me. We preach, pray a prayer so you're set for heaven. Jesus said, deny yourself. Why is that first? I found in my Bible I was never made for me. I was made for his image. The image got lost through sin. Jesus came and paid the price to restore God's Spirit back inside of me. I can get back to the reason I'm here. I can be born again. You get it? Love fulfills the law, does no harm to a neighbor. It's the greatest commandment. Love God and love one another. There's no one on the planet that has this that doesn't have this. And the whole reason for this is this. Are you with me? I've pastored for quite a while. I've traveled a lot. I've counseled thousands of times. I've heard over and over when you talk to Christians about their heart, the things they've been through, they say, well, you need to be more sensitive. Well, sometimes things take time, Pastor. Well, you don't really know what they did to me. And I'm like, friend, if God had that mentality, we're hopeless. And he made us like him. God is not trying to forgive. He is forgiveness. And if you're trying to forgive, you're in unforgiveness. If you weigh the facts, you'll come up with a justification. But who taught you that wisdom? Not the Lord. So we got to come out of darkness into the light, not be conformed to the world, but transformed by the renewing of our mind. So when I deny myself, it's a real thing. I realize I was never made for me. I was made for his image. All of a sudden, nobody owes me anything. I'm alive to love. I'm alive to walk in the light. If you betray me, I'm not going to live betrayed. I'm going to live like him. If you do me wrong, I'm not going to live done wrong. I'm going to live like him. When you squeeze an orange, what do you get? Orange juice. How come when you squeeze a Christian, you don't get Christ? Wonder if the enemy has learned. I'll just squeeze them and prove they don't really know why they're doing what they're doing and who they've really become. And I'll keep them spinning and let life speak louder than truth. And I'll let their circumstances decide who they are and how they're doing. And I'll let what happens to them along the way be their story instead of him. And now their identity will be all messed up and wrapped up in this life instead of wrapped up in his life. That's exactly what happens on the earth. Because we're in a war. And the kingdom of darkness is fighting against the kingdom of God. And we get to stand on behalf of the king. Yeah? So what to stand. And the only way you're going to stand, if you learn to deny yourself, pick up your cross. What's pick up your cross? Never let sin against you produce sin in you. Never repay evil for evil. Overcome evil with good. Walk in the light and shine and make peace and show mercy. Don't change your mind about men, no matter how they're living. Don't judge them, don't backbite, and don't criticize. See them for what they're created to be and pray for them effectively. Don't let your heart get hurt, angry, frustrated, and mad. Why? Because none of those things are found in love. They're all normal to us because we were growing up with it. We were all growing up self-centered. Everybody in this room had no idea who they were when they were born, and we were finding ourselves along the way. And in that journey, we developed personalities, we developed disposition, we had hard things happen to us, we needed love, support, value, we needed to believe we mattered, and a lot of us didn't get half of what was on that list. And in a short time, you became nothing more than a product of how you responded to how it unfolded. And then the point is, the gospel comes at some point and says, hey, this is the real you. And this is how God sees you. And you're way more than people ever understood.